Schmidty.
Ho, ho, ho is right, Mathew.
Ho is right.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Bowfishing Buzz podcast, episode 113, brought to you by
AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing, both family-owned businesses, proudly made in the USA, built tough, built by bowfishers, and trusted by shooters across the nation.
From reels and bows to arrows and accessories, AMS and Megamouth have you covered. Take the fight to invasive fish with American-made bowfishing muscle.
From first shots to big wins, AMS and Megamouth help make memories on the water that last a lifetime. And, of course, the Bowfishing Buzz sponsored by Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA, End Designs, Leatherwork, and Embroidery. We have some of their beautiful hats right here. Yeah. I'm even wearing the Bowfishing Buzz hat.
You got it.
That Mr. Nyball made for us.
Yes.
Just fantastic. We're back up in the booth, Matt, episode 113.
My goodness, Schmitty. It seems like it's been forever.
I know.
Since we had our last podcast.
I miss them. I miss them. I really do miss them. And now it's our Christmas episode.
Yeah, I know. It's unreal.
Yeah, I know.
Unreal.
The fall.
Our last one of the year.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I'm convinced the holiday season flies by to begin with. You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. When you add in deer hunting into that mix, as far as the rut and then rifle season here in Wisconsin, these 2 months are just a blur.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Speaking of deer hunting, Schmitty.
Yeah, you want to touch on that a little bit?
Let's just touch up on our final, because we touched up on our archery success.
Yep.
Let's just touch up on our rifle season success up here.
Absolutely.
This was probably one of my worst years as far as seeing deer.
Really? Just overall numbers?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Opening day of rifle season, I saw one doe at the crack of light. That was it. The rest of the day. And I never came out of the woods. I sat in my stand all day long.
Yeah, it's a long day.
And I got a ladder stand. I'm not sitting in a shelter in a heated place. I'm sitting outside.
Yep.
One deer all day.
Yep.
It was unreal. My wife shot a big old doe at about 4 o'clock on opening day.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
She made a great shot. The deer ran 30 yards, piled up. Big old doe all by herself. But other than that, it was very slow. I took off that whole week and I hunted every single day.
Yep.
Just wasn't seeing nothing. And then come the last day, we finally got snow towards the middle part of the rifle season here. It's 7 days long.
And to break that down, the first 4 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, were relatively warm.
It was actually beautiful out there.
Tuesday was like humid, rainy. It was kind of a yucky day in the woods. And then Wednesday, the weather flipped. We got cold and we got snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was the last day. It was a Sunday, last day of rifle season. Mm-hmm. My mom and dad were hunting, and I was hunting in a different spot. I actually was hunting where I normally bow hunt.
Okay, gotcha.
And around 9 o'clock, I heard some shots way off to the north of me. And I'm standing up there and looking around and stuff, not much happening. All of a sudden, I just happened to turn and look through all these blowdowns, and here I see a deer running right at me. And I noticed it was a buck right away. And I kind of noticed who it was right away. It was old Flamer.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally came running by. I grabbed my gun, and I shot him on the run at 10 yards.
Oh, 10 yards with a rifle.
He was running right at me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep, shot him at 10 yards, and he ran a little bit and piled up. And then I told my mom and dad that I shot a doe.
Oh, you little trickster.
Yeah.
You're a little trickster.
Yeah, so then mom and dad came down, and we walked to the snow. They followed my tracks and let mom and dad go first. And then my mom got up to the deer, and she jumped. Oh, she says, there's a buck laying here. And then my dad turned around and goes, you jackass.
Yeah, he knew you were fooling.
Yeah.
He knew you were fooling.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that was a lot of fun. And then we had our doe hunt here this past 4 days, Thursday through Sunday.
Last Thursday through this past Sunday.
Yeah. And I was lucky to harvest 2 more does.
Nice.
I actually filmed one of my hunts. You'll see some cool footage in there if you watch the YouTube video of this podcast here. And then the middle day, on Saturday, I went with my wife to see if she could get a doe. And it was absolutely beautiful, Schmitty. It was snow and those big flakes. There were deer out in the food plot.
Mm-hmm.
A nice 8-pointer, nice 3.5-year-old 8-pointer who looks really good, for the next coming couple of years.
Yeah.
He was out there, and it was just so beautiful. That snow coming down, and he was out there. All the deer right now, when they eat in the food plots, they paw.
Yeah.
And then they put their face down in the snow, and they're digging and digging and digging. And every deer that comes up, their face is completely frozen.
Yeah, covered in
snow, ice. Their little eyelashes are all covered with ice and stuff. It's pretty cool, though. But we've got I think we ended up with 76 pounds. We made our own hamburger. We ended up with 76 pounds of hamburger. We got 3 batches of sticks coming, roast, loins. Oh, my gosh. We canned a bunch.
Yeah.
Gave a bunch to my dad because he didn't get a deer.
Gave me a can. I'm going to try that out.
Gave you a can of canned venison. So we are very lucky to get enough deer that we've got a lot of great venison because venison is out of this world.
100% delicious. Like we talk about this all the time when we're eating venison, but like even like summer sausage that you get in a store, you know, I can't eat it now compared to venison. To me, that traditional summer sausage, when it's not venison, is so fatty. It's so fatty and greasy, whereas a venison is so much leaner. It's just, to me, the taste is better. I just love eating it. The satisfaction of shooting deer on them during season and then eating them, that whole circle is just amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yep. Can't beat it.
No.
You were on how would your season go?
Well, I hunted all 9 days of rifle season.
Yes, you did.
I hunted 6 of the 9 days of the corresponding muzzleloader season after that, and I went buckless this year.
You did.
No deer shot, and this is to me, this is part of like maturing in the deer world. You know, maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I'd have been upset. I'd have been frustrated out of my mind. But to me, it's like, all right, when you're targeting mature deer, you're going to have a year where you maybe don't get to shoot 2 mature deer, and that's fine. I shot a great deer during first week of November with the bow, and I just didn't see a buck that I wanted to shoot during that rifle season and muzzleloader season. Seen a lot of deer. Saw a lot of deer. The weather was great during muzzleloader season, especially. We had snow, so deer are just piling out. Just seen a lot of young bucks, a lot of good bucks that I'm sitting there filming, and I'm like, man, he's gonna be a good deer next year, you know.
Yeah.
But nothing that was 4.5 plus, you know, nothing that I wanted to shoot. But our buck to doe ratio was terrible on the farm back home, and so that 4-day antlerless hunt came in. I had 4 doe tags.
Yep.
So I went out and sat one afternoon, got in the blind at maybe 2 o'clock, and I had 4 does dead by 3:30.
You were sending me snaps of that doe laying here and a doe laying there, and then more deer right next to those ones that you had just shot.
Yeah, it was like more than like a bean field or a food plot. The number one attractant that you can put out to attract deer is a dead deer.
Unreal.
You know, I shot that one doe, and here in Wisconsin, that 4-day antlerless hunt, you can use a rifle to harvest those does, and so I'm shooting these deer, and of course they're coming into like 30 yards.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a bow setup. They were ridiculously close, and I shot that first one at 30 yards, and then some more does came out, some more does and fawns, and they came over, and the lead doe had to check out what in the world this doe was laying down for, and I shot her, and she was piled up right next to her. And then the same thing happened the third time. I had a circle of 3 dead deer. Maybe the diameter of the circle was 10 feet tops. Unreal. You know. And then the last one came and did the same thing, but then she ran 20 yards before she died. So I was able to get those does. I wish I had more tags, to be honest with you, just to be able to do that. But dealt with all those is a lot of work. Getting 4 does out, gutting 4 does, hanging 4 does.
Yep.
But that's kind of how my season. It ended on a high note. I'm glad I was able to go out and shoot those does.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
It was cool.
Yep.
It was
a lot of great meat, like I said. That can't beat that venison. This is awesome.
Yep. Absolutely delicious. Delicious.
Yep. Well, Schmidty, we've got a great guest joining us today.
Yeah, we've been working on this one for a while to get him in.
Yes.
Get him on.
Justin Cook will be joining us. And if you enjoy youth bow fishing tournaments, you're going to want to listen to what Justin has to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to leave it at that?
We're going to leave it at that.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. If maybe you've been going to said youth bow fishing tournament for a while, you are 100% going to want to. Okay, no, sorry. Okay. All right. We'll let Justin discuss.
Schmitty.
Matt, do I know what you're about to talk about?
I don't know if you wanted to introduce.
I would love to introduce. If you guys have been following the Megamouth social media page at all over the last, probably 3 or 4 months, we've been making cryptic little posts, putting out little teasers, and finally here in the last month or so, we have revealed our brand new product that we have been working on for 2026.
Let me grab one here.
The brand new
look at that
Megarex bow.
Unbelievable.
Available in 2 colors. Matt is holding the Apex Gold color right now for everyone watching the YouTube version. We also have a Sandstrike color, which is a little bit of it's like a Desert Storm almost.
Behind you.
Oh, look at that.
There's one right behind you, Schmitty.
Well, let me grab that one.
There it is.
We've got the Sandstrike here as well.
Beautiful.
We worked with Joey Greenwell. G-Rex bows, you guys are all familiar there.
Yeah.
Joey makes a fantastic bow. Another family-owned, made-in-the-USA company. That was one of the things that we 100% wanted to work with, and it has been an absolute joy working with Joey down there and his family. It has been fantastic. Like we said, it's made in the USA, manufactured in Kentucky.
Right.
Designed and built by Joey Greenwell. And it's an exclusive Megamouth Bowfishing collaboration.
Right.
We've got them. We're going to have those bows here very soon, ready to rock and roll. We've got orders rolling in. It's been fantastic. Matt, do you want to? You were very involved with the design process of the bow. Would you just like to run us through what makes the Mega Rex different from other lever action bows that you find out on the market?
Well, one thing, we've been working on this for a long time.
We have. Yep.
A lot of our customers have been saying, what's new for this year? Like lever action bow, everybody's asking for a lever action bow.
For years, 5-6 years, people have been saying
yes.
that we got to come out with one.
Yep. So we finally dug down a little bit deep here. I've been looking for several years. Lance Brantley is on our pro staff. All right. Lance shot G-Rex bows.
Yep.
And I was talking to him about the G-Rex bows one day. And he was talking to me about how he loves them and they're great and stuff, and they're made right there in Kentucky. And he knows Joey Greenwell very well. Yep. They're buddies and stuff. So I asked Lance one time, I says, hey, can you give me Joey's cell number? And he gave me a cell number, and I called him and just kind of started the conversation out saying, hey, would you guys be interested in building a new lever action bow for us?
Yep.
Well, there was a little bit of a pause and hesitation there because it's Joey, his wife, and his brother.
Right.
That do the G-Rex.
It's 3 people.
And Matt bows.
Yep.
And the custom G-string bowstrings.
Yep.
So I said, tell you what, I'm going to get you an ATA badge, and you come up and with Lance and visit us at the ATA booth. Would have been this January.
Yep, it would have been this past January in 25.
Right.
Yep.
So they show up. Derek and I were already at the booth there, and they show up that one day, and he had a G-Rex bow with them.
And he even customized it to a paint scheme that would be favorable for us.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And we started talking there, and it just kind of blossomed from there, Derek.
Yep.
We worked with them on a couple prototypes that he sent us, and we were shooting those in May already.
And we made some tweaks. We ran through a couple different prototypes of things that we wanted to have changed to have it be perfect for us.
Right.
Yep.
So Joey builds custom bows for individuals.
Correct.
He customized it to your draw length and your draw weight, and from there you don't have much of a adjustments to work with on there. Well,
which is fine because you're making it specific to the shooter. It's exactly what they need.
Yes, but we as a company sell to a variety of shooters.
Yes. Yep.
So that was one of our big concerns, and one of the things that we had to work on with Joey was building a bow that was a little more user friendly to a wider range of people for bow fishing.
Yep.
And so really, Derek, the bow that Joey built for us versus the ones that he builds for his customers, completely different riser.
They are. Yeah, completely different custom-built riser that we designed with Joey.
It's a longer riser, which gave us a longer tip-to-tip at 42 1/4 inches.
Yep.
Less finger pinch, all right? We had Joey add the integrated tip loosener in the riser as well, because a lot of times when you're shooting at a fish, if you miss or whatever, all of a sudden you go to turn that tip to release the barbs and you can't get that off. You can just pop that tip.
It's machined right into the riser, easy peasy.
Yes. Yep. His cams are machined just like the Megamouth line spool or the
rear deflector, the line deflector.
Right, the line deflector out there.
And you see it,
cool.
If you guys can envision right now in your head the Megamouth logo that we have, it's the O of the mouth portion is what we have that there. We can see it if you're watching the video portion there. He nailed that design color.
Really cool. Really cool. You know, and being so customizable, you know, we could have done a lot of different things on here. We could have gone with carbon outboards on here. But no, we wanted to go with machined aluminum.
We wanted absolutely as premium of a product of a bow as you could possibly buy, as durable as you can possibly make it.
Right. So getting back to the customized, thing on here, say you order a bow, Derek, and you wanted a 29-inch draw bow. Well, you're going to be able to adjust that from 29 to 29.5 or 28.5.
Yep.
You got 1 inch, inch and a half of
plus or minus half inch.
Yes. Yep. Well, we needed something wider than that, so Joey made us this bow here from 27 to 30 inches.
Yep.
With draw stops right below the hinges on there.
Yep.
So you can adjust it with draw stops. I have mine set right now at 29, Derek, and you have these little adjustment screws right here.
Yep.
And I tell you what, I love it because when you hit that wall, when you have those draw stops set, it stops now.
Yep.
I love that.
And that little screw
boom,
has a
stops.
rubber pad on it.
Boom. You got a solid back wall right there. Right, really, really nice. There is up to 82% let off on there.
Yep.
When you have a 30-inch draw,
Yep.
and it goes down 27, it's right around like 72% let off.
Yep.
But it does not feel like that at all.
Yeah, it's
not like a Cambo where you have 80% let off and you go, and you got that big valley in there, and all of a sudden there's like nothing there. You still have a little bit of a pull with this.
Which is, I love to feel that when I'm shooting. I like that a lot better than other let-off bows that I've shot in the past. It's just so much smoother. You feel like you're in complete control still, and it's just a totally different, higher quality premium feel than what other let-off bows in the past have been like.
Yep. And then we were done. So then when Joey left the ATA show, our first goal was to have him come up with the riser design, and then of course cost and everything. You have to get all, aluminum and all this stuff. You have to get prices on and everything else.
Yep.
Do you want it anodized? Do you want it Cerakote?
Yep.
There was a lot to decide on this right here. We finally came up with what we were looking for. Joey got us some prototypes. We shot them. Needed a couple of tweaks. Made another prototype. We needed a couple more tweaks. Then we were down in Kentucky, and we visited Joey and his wife and his brother there. Wonderful, wonderful people. I absolutely loved their machine shop. Wonderful people.
I also loved their chicken dumplings that they served us.
Oh, they made us a wonderful lunch.
It was delicious.
It was unbelievable.
So hospitable.
So we left there amazed at what they do there in their shop.
With such a small crew of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Very smart, very intelligent.
Yep.
And then we went back there and down to Kentucky again in August.
Yep.
And we did some filming down there, which were in a lot of our promo videos and stuff. We got more of that out there that we didn't even release yet. And we saw their production of those, and we got to see them, machining the risers, machining the cams, doing the paint process on these bows is unbelievable because every bow is different.
Yeah.
Because of the splat.
Yes. These are all custom hand decorated.
Yeah,
if you will.
John does that. And it was so cool to watch him because if you watch the video here, there on the riser here we got all this paint splat right here.
That's the gold color.
That's the gold. And John does that by dipping his hands in and flicking it on there. So everyone is completely different. It's just amazing creations what they do at G-Rex. And, of course, it was very easy to come up with the name Megarex.
Oh, my gosh. When we were talking about this back in January, I thought of that name in an instant.
Yeah,
that's
it was
perfect.
Boom.
Plus, I love dinosaurs. So
yes, you do.
It fits the script there as well.
Yep.
So it's that's so cool. But like you said, Matt, it's machined aluminum outboard limbs. We wanted to do that. Machined aluminum Megarex cams.
Yep.
Aluminum limb pockets, aluminum draw stops, saddles, and hinges.
Yeah.
And then obviously a custom G-string bowstring on there as well. It's I cannot wait. They are available for pre-order on the Megamouth website right now. They are ready to rock and roll. We've been shooting them for, like I said, prototypes the last year. And then we got our finalized one in August, and we've shot it, and we're in love. We can't wait for everybody to get their hands on them and see what amazing quality bow that we were able to come up with Joey.
In fact, the truck is going to be heading down there tomorrow to pick these up and bring them back up here.
Yep.
All the rights will be delivered. We're still waiting on the left hands.
Yes, and just so everybody knows, limited quantities. So if you
limited.
guys are looking to get your hands on one of these, I would suggest, and I promise you, this is not just us trying to sell product, but it is a limited quantity. If you guys are looking for one, I would get one ordered, get one pre-ordered here in very soon, first couple months of the year here. Otherwise, I think that we are going to be out soon. In 2026.
Right. Yep. But it was a real treat working with Joey and his family on this, and of course G-Rex bows. We wanted to keep his name with this because his reputation out there for building custom lever bows means a lot.
Absolutely. Everybody knows he makes a great product.
Yes.
Yep.
So we're very excited for our Megarex bows.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We can't wait.
No.
We cannot wait.
No. Schmidty.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, you posted a question on the Megamouth Facebook page.
Yes, I did.
Asking people what kind of questions you want to ask us.
Absolutely. I absolutely did. We got some great suggestions there. And I will tell you, if we discuss your question in length here today, I've got the names of the people who commented. We might send you a little bit of a Megamouth swag, maybe some T-shirt or a hat, or maybe both. Who knows? I don't know. It's the season of giving, is it not, Matt?
It is.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll run through these right now, Matt. Let me ask you the first question.
All right.
The number one comment that we had on there was from Eric Coggin.
Yes.
Eric suggested, how about a history lesson on the WBA founding members, the first years of tournaments, how nighttime bowfishing became legal in Wisconsin?
Well, Eric, you just happen to be very, very lucky.
Isn't that interesting?
What a coincidence.
It is a quinky dink.
Because in January's podcast, we're going to be having Chris Shaggy Dog Cass joining us.
Yep.
Chris was one of the founding presidents of the WBA.
A pioneer. Absolutely.
Him along with a group of WBA members in the early stages of that were able to get nighttime bowfishing passed. And Chris was going to be talking to us about all this stuff. And he was just recently in December over in New Zealand competing in the Koi Carp Classic, Schmidty.
Over in New Zealand. How cool is that?
So he's going to talk about his bowfishing in New Zealand.
Perfect.
One thing that I thought was very interesting is he took we sent a lot of prizes over there for that. AMS and Megamouth.
Yep.
And before he was even back, he messaged me and goes, "We sent one of the prizes was a Megamouth reel."
Yep.
All right. So when they were doing all the prizes and everything, there was bows. There was hunting bows, bowfishing bows over
from
there,
other companies who donated
and everything like that there. And he said the first prize that was taken on the table was a Megamouth reel.
Over in New Zealand. Hear it. I love to hear it.
Over in New Zealand. How cool is that?
That is freaking awesome.
That's really cool.
That will be a very interesting podcast to dive into the bowels of how Wisconsin became what it is as far as the bowfishing realm.
So
that'd be
Eric,
cool.
make sure you listen to episode 114 in January, and you'll hear about the WBA history.
Yep.
We touch on that with Chris.
Absolutely.
Along with his New Zealand bowfishing.
Second comment, Matt. I definitely have some of these. I feel like this is something that we specialize in. All right. James Daniels wanted to hear, how about some absolutely crazy mishaps, maybe that could have been prevented somehow, that have happened during tournaments?
Unknown caller.
Matt's got his damn phone on.
I actually had it on silent.
That is insane. He's getting phone calls all the time.
Archery Trade Association.
Oh, that's going to be regarding the ATA coming up in a few weeks here. But, okay, back to James Daniels. He wants to hear about some absolutely crazy mishaps that could have maybe been prevented somehow, either during tournaments or regular shooting. Example, motor blowing up 10 miles from the ramp, coming back to weigh-ins, missing a wheel on the boat trailer, anything like that. Matt, I have a short list here that I could run through.
Sure.
You want me to go first?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys have heard this one before, so I'll keep it short. We forgot to put the boat plug in at the Green Bay boat ramp one time.
Oh, yeah. It was a wonderful experience.
So as the boat is filling with water, Matt has it pinned up against shore. I'm crawling down to the back of the boat. I'm shoving the plug in. For some reason, as it would turn, it was not tightening at all. We could not get that to stay in. I'm drenched. We get back in, but then the real kick in the nads was the fact that my backpack had fallen into the boat. All of my change of clothes and everything that I had in there, I had a Milwaukee battery in there, completely soaked. And to James' point here, that could have been prevented by us putting in the boat plug.
Yes.
So there we go.
Yeah.
All right. That is one mishap that's happened.
Slow down.
Double check everything.
Yes, because we were in a big hurry to get the boat in and hurry up and get out there and start filming and shooting. And there was another boat that had just pulled into boat landing, so we're like, hurry up, get out of it, because we were taking our time doing interviews and stuff like that. We're like, a boat pulls in, hurry up, get the boat in. And slow down.
Yes, 100%.
Slow down.
100%.
I'm not very good at that.
My second, it's because we want to get out there and shoot some fish, man. We just get so excited. My second one, I have 4 words as its title, and I believe when I say it, you will know exactly what I am referring to. Okay? The title of this mishap is Camera on the Catwalk.
Another reason to slow down.
Yes. How many years ago do you think that was?
4 years ago.
Was it? Okay, I thought it was maybe longer ago than that even.
4 or 5 years ago.
We're in Kentucky. I was the cameraman. We're getting footage, and we were going from one dam to the other. I forget which one we were going to.
We were going from Kentucky Dam over to Barkley Dam.
Okay, so that was the setup there. And keep in mind, we have some very high-quality, high-priced equipment for taking pictures and video. We get our footage for our episodes, for our Carbon TV episodes, catalog pictures.
Yep.
You guys would be blown away by how much time we take to do photos and video when we're on these trips. It is 70% of the time doing that, 30% actually shooting fish. So we load the boat on the trailer. We get everything. We're taking stuff up to the truck, getting everything done. And at some point, I must have set the Nikon camera on the catwalk of the boat. All right? We load into the truck. We drive to the other dam.
Which isn't a straight drive.
No, it's not. It's a ways away. And I get out and I open up the camera case and what? My camera's not there. What in the world is going on here? I'm looking in little cavities in the boat, all over the truck. Now I'm starting to panic a little bit because this is an expensive camera. I'm like, well, where in the world could this camera have gone?
We're looking in the back seats of the truck.
Yes, we're looking everywhere. I'm starting
in the
to
box.
Yes, in the box. I'm worried it was somewhere where it fell off the truck. I have no idea where this camera could be. We go back to the boat, and there it was, sitting where I set it on the catwalk when we loaded the trailer at the previous boat ramp.
How that didn't fall out when we made a corner or did
it had to bounce around or something. It's ridiculous.
Unreal.
And so I picked up the camera and we went and shot fish. That might be Jeff and Cindy's first time hearing about that story.
Probably. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just wild. Wild. Crazy. So yeah, those are a couple of my mishaps, Matt. Yeah.
Another reason?
Slow down. Yes, that could have been prevented, James, by slowing down and making sure you have everything where it needs to go.
I think it was back in 2010, somewhere around there. Pat Johnson and I went over to the Great Lakes Bowfishing Tournament to compete in that. And it's a 2-day tournament, Derek. All right?
Okay, 2-day tournament.
Yep. We didn't have a fan boat. We just had a trolling motor boat, you know.
Yep.
And the first hour we were out there, the trolling motor had burnt up. Fried right up.
Gosh. And this is the first hour of a 2-day tournament?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We did the best we could. We drifted, shot some fish. After day one, we were like, now there's over 200 teams that get in this tournament.
Wow.
We finished like the first day in the 70s, and then the next day we went back out to where we were and did the same thing, drifting and stuff and like that there. And all of a sudden we kind of figured out what we needed to do, and we freaking just piled the fish.
So you were unable to fix the trolling motor from the end of day one going into day two?
No. Could not fix it. We ended up in like 13th or 17th place.
Oh my gosh, with no trolling motor.
We actually got out of the boat and we're waiting in the water. And fish. Yeah, we were busy. You were busy. But that could have been prevented by having spare parts.
Oh, sure.
Because that same year, we were shooting in the Directors Tournament on the Illinois River. Me, Timmy Boy, and my nephew, Derek.
Yep.
Same thing happened. We were back in some bays. It was flooded, and we were popping grass carp. Same thing happened. The motor fried up on us.
Oh.
I had spare parts. We were able to change them during the tournament and get back to business.
What were the spare parts that you were able to install to fix that issue?
It was you got the tiller trolling motors, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you got that handle that comes out, you can extend it out and up and down.
Yep.
And where you go to turn it, there's a little tiny, there's a piece of thin metal in there that allows you to turn that up and down.
Okay, yep.
That went out on us.
Oh. So
we're able to put a whole new head in there.
Gotcha.
And we're able to go again.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And even sometimes, Matt, I know this is an expensive endeavor to do, but we've taken backup trolling motors.
We
on trips
absolutely
with us.
do. Absolutely we do.
For that exact reason.
Yes. I don't do it when we're here in Wisconsin because I have the fan as a backup if we're going to be using trolling motor. But when you go down to Kentucky for big heads, I'm throwing an extra trolling motor in the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's lower pound thrust. It's not quite the trolling motor as the one we have, but at least we would have something with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And speaking of missing tires, I remember one year Al Brusky came back in one of the Big 20 tournaments. He's got a tandem axle, and he came back to weigh-ins with one tire missing on that one side. He had it strapped, tight like that there, and he hauled her back to weigh-ins with one tire.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And knowing what you're going to do. One year we were shooting in another tournament on the Illinois River, and one of the boats was in our way when we were going to put in. So I tried to cut the corner a little sharper to get around him so I could back in and get going. And I ran over the curb and I popped the tire.
Oh.
And having everything ready to go, the jack, everything was ready to go so we could just put a new tire on and we were back in business really, really quickly.
We had that happen to us in Kentucky a couple of years back with Red Shutter.
Yes.
We had a flat tire. We had to change that out. I remember.
Bearings. Bearings are another thing.
Yeah.
Have backup bearings because
100%.
bearings go out on your trailers a lot.
Yep. Were you and I going to a Bass Pro tournament at one point and we looked and we had a cherry red bearing on the boat? That rings a bell that we changed a bearing and a tire in a Bass Pro parking lot or something like that.
We did. It wasn't we weren't shooting a tournament. We were going there to set up as a vendor.
Okay, gotcha. Have a booth. But we had the boat with us. We were shooting while we were down there.
Yes. Yep. And we had to change the tire in the parking lot there in the morning. But we had the spare parts all right there.
Yep.
You get a little dirty and stuff. Make sure you have a bunch of rags in there, your grease gun, your hammer, your sockets and everything to take that out and put a new bearing in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We actually on our boat trailer, we have a spare tire in the front. Don't ever step on our spare tire on our trailer if you buy it.
It spins.
It spins because there's a whole bearing set right in it.
Yes.
So if we had that happen, we can just take the tire out, put a whole new tire back on.
Yep. I remember one of the Perry twins at a Jared Ashmore tournament one year climbed up into the boat and he goes, "You got to have a sign on there that says it spins. I just about broke my neck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever step on our spare tire.
No.
I should almost get that locked in so it doesn't spin.
Yeah, put some kind of locking mechanism on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great question, though.
Yeah, that's cool. Next comment, Matt, comes from Joe Evans. Joe says, "I'd like to hear a segment on some AMS gear evolution over the years. Some bows and equipment from the past leading up to your most recent equipment. Example, Hooligan V2, Ringo Megamouth, new mods to the retrievers, new arrow tips." And he says that he appreciates the company continuing to try and improve designs over time. Very good comment from Joe.
It is, and I could go into huge depth on this, Derek.
Yep.
I started here in 2007. All right. We had two retriever. We had the original, the 310, which was metal, and then we had the 610 Pro.
Okay.
That's what we had when we first started. When I started, we also had the Fishhawk bows, single cam. The risers were lightish blue color in there. And then in 2008, we went with the same bow, but we added that mothwing camel to that, which really kind of spiced it up. I remember at the ATA show, we were there that year, and we saw the mothwing camel was new, and it was like, oh, look at that mothwing camel. They had red, they had pink, they had blue, dark blues and stuff, and they had moths in there and stuff like that there. And it was pretty cool stuff. So we got that put on the bow.
Yep.
And it was really cool. In 2010, we expanded our Fishhawk family with the Lady Hawk, which was pink mothwing.
Oh, nice.
We had a Junior Hawk, and then we also had a Junior Hawk was like 10 to 20 pounds, and then we had a Mini Hawk that was at 6 to 12 pounds for a younger shooter.
Oh, nice. A Mini Hawk. That's cool.
We used to have a Mini Hawk. And this is just a small reference on stuff that, I'm not getting into rest and gaffs and all that stuff. In 2014, we made a change with the bow. We went with the Fire Eagle. It was our first dual cam, and I love that bow. It had a blue Firestorm look to it, and it was very sharp. It was really a nice-looking bow. And that was also a busy year for us because we added a new retriever. We added the Retriever TNT.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that was 2014, man?
Yes, that was 2014 when we added we came with the TNT retriever on that. Mm-hmm. Also that year, like I said, it was a busy year. We started to machine our own points.
Big year for AMS.
It was very busy. Up to that time, Derek, we carried, the Sure Shots, the Muzzy Carp points, the grapples, stingeries, piranhas, warheads, pro points, garpoons. But at that time, we were really getting into, we wanted to have quality control over our stuff. We didn't want to have to depend on somebody having to manufacture something and then us to get it here on time for us to make our orders on time.
Sure.
So we wanted more of a quality control, so we got the machines in here. Timmy Boy went to work designing our own points, stainless points, and just wanted our own touch to our bow fishing line.
Yep.
So 2014 was a really big year. And then we eventually faded out the original 310 retriever. Mm-hmm. So we had the Pro and we had the TNT.
Which one was goldish colored?
That was one of the originals.
Okay.
One of the
was it a 310 model or was it not even
It was
that
like
yet?
a 310 model.
Okay.
Yes, it had a different bottle on it and stuff like that. There, that was one back in the 80s.
Sure. Gotcha. Yep.
So we eventually phased out that one right there. And then, like I said, the TNT had a higher gear ratio. It had a bigger brass gear in there. It had a 4.3 to 1 gear ratio, which was faster. It had a longer handle on there.
More
like,
torque.
for example, our Retriever Pro, one full revolution of the handle would pull in 17 inches of line.
Yep.
Well, the TNT will pull in 27 inches of line.
That's a big difference.
So 2014 was a busy year for us, with the bows. And then around that time, we came out with a couple different rest styles also that had more of a cage to them to control the arrows so it wouldn't fall off the shelves and stuff like that. So 2014 was a big year for us. Then 2016, we came out with the ERAD bow.
Oh, gosh.
Do you remember the ERAD?
Absolutely. That was I shot that bow for a long time. That might have been the first bow I bought while I was working here.
Probably. That was 30 to 60 pounds.
Yep.
This bow also had a constant draw, but those phase cams with those draw stops on them were like butter.
Yep.
Oh, they were wonderful. I love that bow.
And it was a tall bow.
It was a longer axle bow. The finger pinch wasn't there at all. Even at 60 pounds, you hardly felt any finger pinch on there. But those phase cams were really, they were cool.
Yeah.
They were really cool.
Yep.
Then in 2017, Derek, we came out with the short axle bow to add with the ERAD, the Juice. Yes, the Juice bow.
Blaze orange color. I'll never forget that.
Yep. This was our first bow that had let off at 80%. We added those line pullers on the limb bolts.
Yep.
Which is I really like those limb.
And we used them all the time. Absolutely.
Loved it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And in 2017, this is when all the points were machined right here at the Amos shop.
Yep.
The Chaos, the Chaos XL, the Anchor FX, the Anchor QTs, and then we also had our big game points on there as well. But that's when we decided we need quality control over all of our points.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Getting close to my favorite year.
What's your favorite time of year, Derek?
Oh, no, we're getting close to my favorite year of all the years. I'll just let you keep going.
Okay, and then also in that year, Derek, we did some work with some arrow shafts, and we had these infused arrow shafts that had a camel pattern on them. They were blue, one was green, and one was orange.
Yep.
And those were really cool.
They were cool looking.
They
Absolutely.
were really cool looking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 2018 was the release.
The debut. The first time marching out onto the water.
Yeah.
For the Megamouth
Yes.
reel.
Yep.
Yes.
That was huge for us. That was a lot of work.
It was a ton of
up to
work.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were shooting prototypes in 2015.
Yep. we have over half a decade of R&D involved in that reel before we came out with it.
Yeah.
100%. Tim Marina's designed that. We've had him on the podcast talking about that.
Right.
I was involved heavily with that. I'll never forget that first year at the ATA show. We had we had an AMS booth, and then across the aisle was our little, was it maybe a 10 by 10 booth?
Yep, 10 by 10.
With a little pop-up table and some risers with our closest prototypes on them. And we were so busy talking to people.
Everybody
it was so much fun.
Everybody wanted to see it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very interesting.
That was so cool. Yep. Would you like to hear a story about that 2018 ATA show?
Sure.
Tommy Woods was there.
Yep.
Okay. And he was coming over to check out the reel, and I knew who Tommy was. Yeah. And we had a reel on a riser that was a complete reel, and then we had a reel on a riser that had the half reel cut out so you could see the gearing that would work. Well, Tommy came over, and what we were doing is that we would let people reef on stuff and pull it and engage the drag on the full reel, but the half reel was not capable of doing that because of it being cut in half.
Yes.
I remember Tommy coming over, and he took that reel, and he starts reeling the half reel, and he started pulling on the line, and pew! One of the gears popped out. I'm like, no! Not in front of Tommy. No, God. And I remember sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is the half reel. If you want, here, do it on this one. Pull it as hard as you want. But I remember like being in a little moment of sheer panic because like, oh my God, Tommy Woods just saw this reel just shot out like 5-10 feet. Yep. But yeah, that was fun. If I remember correctly, Matt, April of 2018, we had pre-orders available starting in January, and in April we started shipping our reels out there. That was so cool.
It was quite the ordeal.
I mean,
that's a big taking, and Tim did a hell of a job.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We were prototyping that thing. I remember shooting huge buffs with that thing down in Kentucky and saying, we need a drag on this thing.
Yeah.
We need a drag because at first we didn't have a drag on it.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
We
went out to Texas with some prototypes as well.
Texas,
Shot some buffs in Texas.
Yeah. Wow.
And
That was
even since that 2018 Megamouth reel, I won't dive too in depth, but the things that have changed on the reel up to this, it is a completely different animal.
Right.
You know, like that baseline standard is still there as far as what we wanted to accomplish, but the things that have changed, the gearing, the anti-reverse, the transmission design, the line deflectors, the line spool bearing, the housing, the cone, the torque rod length, the amount of weight that we've been able to shave off. It's just been... It is so fun to keep continuing to improve. I enjoy it. I think it's a fun thing to do, and we can do that so easy here because we make it all here.
Right.
Oh, we should change this. Okay. Hey, Corey, when we run the machines next, let's get rid of this hole. Okay, sounds good. Done.
Yeah.
It's
Try
done.
doing that when you got something made overseas or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's been a blast.
And like I said, it was a lot of headaches in that. I mean, it was, along with all this stuff, you know, the TNTs, come up with the TNTs, trying to come up with. Here's the hard part, everybody. We don't make bows.
Yeah.
We get bows made for us how we kind of want them. But not all manufacturers want to deal with us or deal with that type of stuff because, you know, they're more involved in their archery bows.
Making hunting bows. And I totally understand that.
That's what they're, you know. So it's hard to tell a big manufacturer, I want it this way.
Yep.
They might not want to do that.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
Yep, our poundages are usually lower.
So when I say we come up with these different bows, it's a lot involved with
big
different
time.
bows because we want them we don't want an archery bow, we want a bow fishing bow.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that moves us up to 2019 here, Derek, when we dropped the juice bow. We kept the E-Rad for that year, but we added the hooligan there.
Yep.
A dual cam hooligan, and that had that wrap cam, that rapid adjust pod.
40 and 50-pound posts.
To have the best draw instead of loosening the limb bolts and having your string stretch and your limbs kind of pop out a little bit there. Everything could be tight at a 50 or a 40-pound draw weight.
Yep.
So we came with the wrap cams on that. And then that year we also came with the old Lava Crux arrows.
Lava Crux, yep.
Kind of replaced our carbon spines because the carbon spines arrows were great. They're nice and stiff and stuff, but over time, the carbon strands on those, or would call them yellow jackets also.
Yep.
The carbon strands would pop on those, pop out, and then you'd have a splinter, you know, on the outside of your fiberglass arrow.
I can't have that.
No. So what we did is we infused fiberglass around carbon.
Yeah. It's got a carbon core wrapped in fiberglass. You get the same stiffness, the same penetration that you get with a carbon arrow, but we're surrounding it in a little bit more forgiving fiberglass. Yeah.
Nice and nice stiff arrow for heavy water, bigger fish, better penetration. And then in 2022, we got the Hooligan V2.
Yes.
Well, what's the difference, Schmitty?
Is
we still kept that wrap cam.
Yep.
But what we did is we added that heavy wall deep V cam to that.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
It's amazing, especially when you're bullfishing too, you know, the crazy chaos that can ensue on a night on the water. Having that, if you can envision just a deep V and your string is sitting in the crotch of that V. You have so much more forgiveness of anything. If you torque yourself while you're at full draw, the string's not gonna slip off the cam. It's fantastic to have for bull fishing.
Yep. Because we do not have the best form when it comes to archery form.
No.
Our form is terrible.
Yep.
You know,
snap shooting, no release. I mean, it's chaos.
It's terrible. So one thing that we learned over the years is, yes, over the years, our Fire Eagle, our Swamp Thing, our original Hooligan, those all had a deep cam to kind of try to keep the string in there.
Yep.
But the walls were very thin.
Yep.
So if you did happen to have crappy form and shoot with you're holding the bow with your left hand to shoot it, and you draw back, and now you're
off center.
You're pulling that string way off away from your face, and you go to shoot. That cam has a hard time rolling that cam back in the center, and if it did, it would tear the cams.
Yeah.
So we came up with the heavy wall deep V cam, and that just is a monster of a
Absolutely.
cam.
Yeah. There's no cam wall ripping going on.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
Yeah. Yep.
That also had that black cryptic raid on it also. And then for here, 2024, the all-new Mega X bow.
2025.
2025.
Into 2026.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, or I should say, we had the Ringo bow in there also.
Yep, Ringo was in there.
Because you got to have. I guess I kind of I went ahead here a little bit, Schmidty, so sorry about that. 2024, we had the Ringo bow and then the Retriever Sports. Kind of a price point.
Absolutely.
Kind of entry levels and stuff like that there. Because
same great performance, just kind of a perfect price point for somebody going to spend $100 on a reel and throw it on an old bow and run out and shoot some fish.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So that's a little bit of a quick rundown.
Yeah.
I didn't get it all involved, like I said, in the rest, the gaffs, other stuff that we come out with and stuff like that, the bow holders.
Core
and
products.
But those are kind of our core products, so there's a little bit of a rundown. And if you look back at when Jack had the original Retrievers back in the 70s and through the 80s, there's quite a bit of difference.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Number 4, Schmidty.
Oh, yes. Gosh, I just dove right into that amazing history lesson that we just got. Oh, this one is very interesting. Number 4, the comment. Charles Cornelius. May I just say, that is a spectacular name. That name could be a sports broadcaster or a weatherman or a host of a late-night TV show.
Isn't there Cornelius and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I don't know. I don't watch those old movies.
He did the old Cornelius. I thought he did the looking for the gold and silver and stuff. He always like jab his little hook into the ice chunks. And he go,
okay, that maybe does ring a bell a little bit, actually. But can't you just see this and be like, welcome back to Sunday Night Football. I'm Charles Cornelius. Tonight we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers face. I could see that 100%. Oh, here's Charles Cornelius with the weather. Thank you, Joanne. Yep. Tonight we're going to have lows of -4. I can see that through and through. That's such a cool name. But Charles says, I think you should do a segment looking back at the Ashmore and the impact it had on kids in the sport. Beautiful, beautiful comment.
Well, you're in luck because you're going to want to listen to our guests that we're going to be having on today.
Yes, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Charles, you will be able to have that exactly covered.
Right. And if you also want to, you can go back and look at the AMS YouTube page. I've got a lot of videos out there on the Jared Ashmore tournament.
We've been going down there for years.
Yep, I've done a couple of podcasts on location, and while we were there, we interviewed a bunch of kids. Yeah. We go down there and throw a bunch of hats to the kids. It's a wonderful, wonderful event, and it, of course, came to an end here, but you're going to want to listen to our next guest.
Yeah, 100%.
Because things might be changing.
The last comment here, Matt, by Landon Lee Conley. All right.
That name sounds familiar.
He wants us to talk about how the AMS safety slides are amazing and can be used more than one way. By example, the Youth Indiana record big head was pulled in by the arrow tip, but then got up into the boat. He unscrewed the tip, but of course, knowing how them big heads react, the fish pulled away with the arrow in him with no tip. But it held in by the AMS safety slide buried in the skin, and I just barely pulled on the line and somehow got him into the boat.
Wow.
P.S. It's the biggest fish I've ever shot.
Unbelievable.
What a story from Landon.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
Unreal.
Yes, and obviously the safety slides are a core product. We put them on everything that we sell.
That's crazy.
Safety first. Sure, they might help you get a big fish into the boat, but the number one reason for that is to keep you safe. If you ever have any questions on that, go back and listen to the podcast that we did with Mr. Blackburn was joining us.
Yes.
And just the importance of using safety slides so that you do not get that mystery knot and have something very unfortunate happen while you're out enjoying yourself on the water.
I think that's the AMS EverGlide Safety Slides have been one of the biggest safety inventions in the sport of bowfishing.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
You have 2 of these, Derek.
Yep.
You have 2 of these things called eyeballs.
You get 2 peepers. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. If one gets taken from you, you ain't getting it back.
No, you can't go buy a new one.
No.
They're
there for safety, and Cindy is very adamant and very proud of her safety slides.
Yep.
That's why we will never sell an arrow with a point on it without a safety slide on it.
The EverGlide Safety Slide.
EverGlide Safety Slide.
Yep. Absolutely. Great comment there by Landon.
Yes. One thing I want to touch up on here, Derek, because we're going to do something kind of funny here in a little bit.
Okay.
But one thing I want to talk about is Below the H2O is coming back to Carbon TV.
Oh, yes,
for
absolutely.
2026, Schmitty.
Yep.
We're back. Season 5. My goodness, time flies.
That blows my mind.
Season 5. Yes, we'll be back on Carbon TV. I just wanted to run down here. So here at AMS, they made their first DVD, I think it was like back in 2006.
Okay.
2005 might have been.
Were you?
Real Bowfishing. No, I wasn't even working.
You weren't? Okay.
I was not working here yet.
Yep.
It was called Real Bowfishing. Then we made our first Bowfishing webisodes on our YouTube page in 2012.
Wow, that's early to the game, even to YouTube.
We were the first ones to come up with Bowfishing webisodes. 2012. Then in 2014, we were asked to be on Carico TV.
Oh,
so we had a series on Carico TV.
Was Carico like a local station somewhere?
It was on. At that time, I'm trying to think of what I had. I think I had Dish Network or something like that. It was on one of them packages.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Carico TV. Then in 2015, we had videos on Destination America, which was on cable networks.
Yep.
And then in 2022, we started Below the H2O on Carbon TV.
Crazy.
So that's a lot of filming.
That's a lot of filming.
The
footage that we have is overwhelming. I'll call Matt in his office here. I'll be like, Matt, I need a 7-second clip of a 42-pound grass carp getting shot. Let's say like 4 in the afternoon. He goes, oh, okay. Let's go 2019. Go down to the Kentucky folder. It's clip number 343. Click it. Boom. There it is. It's ridiculous how much footage we have built up and how you can remember and recall where it all happened.
That's on a certain part on our computer networks. It's called the Q drive.
Yeah.
Is where all my video and photos and stuff are. And that's my baby.
Oh, it is your baby.
That's my baby.
Yes.
You guys probably get mad at me because I probably put stuff in there that probably doesn't belong in there. But that's my area that I know where all my stuff is. The Q video.
That's where you live.
Yeah, that's where I live here at work, is in the Q video.
Yep.
Well, Schmitty, we're going to do something a little funny right here right now for our wonderful fans out there. We are going to do our best to sing a Christmas song with Bowfishing lyrics to you live.
Oh, God.
No rehearsal. No pre-recording. We're going to do this live here, Schmitty. So get out your little tape here. So we're going to do this live and try not to mess up
too badly.
As bad as we do. So here we go, Schmitty. Here's a little intro to that.
Okay.
All right, folks, it's after hours now. The kids are asleep, the coolers are empty, and the boat smells like carp, mud, and questionable life choices. Which means it's time. You've heard Christmas bells, you've heard jingle bells, but you've never heard Bowfishing Bells. Coming to the mic tonight, 2 men who should probably know better, but absolutely don't. One's a certified bowfishing menace, the man who turns playlists into punchlines, the guy who thinks one more fish is a lifestyle, DJ-Schmidty. And standing beside him, the voice that's smoother than a retriever reel in freshwater, the hype man who's never met a bad idea he didn't support, MC Matt. So grab a beverage, hide the sharp objects, and whatever you do, don't try this at home, or in a boat, or even sober. Ladies and gentlemen, turn it up, laugh it off, and let the bells ring. This is Bowfishing Bells.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That kind of sounded like a Ron Burgundy.
That did have a little bit of a Ron Burgundy.
did.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
All right. All right. Are you ready? We're gonna give this a try live. Bowfishing Bells, everybody. Here we go.
Ripping through the reeds in the boat we love to ride. Carp are on the...
Schmitty, I wasn't ready.
You're in charge of the button pushing.
You started too soon. You started too soon.
Okay, well, are you ready now?
Well, let me take a drink of my
Good God.
my mellow yellow here quick. All right. All right, let me clear my all right. Don't jump in too early now.
I was not early. Listen, everyone is going to listen to this. They're going to know I was not early.
Okay, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you finally ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Bowfishing Bells, take 2.
Ripping through the reeds in the boat we love to ride. Carp are on the move and we're shooting side to side. Bows are lit and bright. Efficiency cuts the night. What fun it is to shoot and sing a bowfishing song tonight. Hey, bowfishing bells, bowfishing all the way. Oh, what fun it is to shoot big carp on a winter's day. Hey, bowfishing bells, Megamouth leads the way. String 'em up, reel 'em in, AMS all the way. Wendy's on the line, Alyssa's got the phone. Steph and Nate are cranking out the gear that we all own. Corey runs machines, yeah, Tobes is on the scene. The crew's all here and working hard, we make one great team. Hey, Bowfishing Bells, my mullet smells, sloshing in the slime. Shot a stump that looked like carp for like the 10th dang time. Hey, Bowfishing Bells, laughs and yells, holiday run and gun. If you ain't shooting AMS, you're missing all the fun. TNT on the bow, chaos arrows fly. Derek's got a piece so bad his bladder's never dry. Fanboat drifting off, and Matt's got bubble gut. This disaster's so much fun, just like hunting the rut. Hey, Bowfishing Bells, shooting all the way. Carp and gar, we travel far on this frosty holiday. Hey, Bowfishing Bells, in the night we slay. Oh, what fun the season is with a bowfishing holiday. I can't believe that went that smooth.
Wow!
Oh, Bowfishing Bells, everybody. Download it, add it to the Christmas playlist. I'm sure friends and family will love it.
Boom! Wow! Oh, the Bowfishing Bells live on the Bowfishing Buzz podcast.
Oh, watch out, Taylor Swift, Michael Bublé. There's a new #1 atop the Christmas charts, people. The Bowfishing Bells by the Bowfishing Buzz.
Wow. We hope you enjoyed that.
Yes.
Were you a little scared to sing that live?
100%. I told you, I said we should have pre-recorded this, but that went pretty smooth, actually. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. I do feel I'm like out of breath, though.
Yep. I hear you.
Bowfishing Bells.
Goodness gracious.
I love our goofiness. I love the goofiness.
All right, Schmitty, I think we're going to take a little break. Take a deep breath, because I need one after singing Bowfishing Bells.
Yes.
And then we're going to give Justin a call after this break.
Sounds good. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. A color tone adjustable and dimmable light with a unique patented reflector design that puts more light where you need it. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights offer 3 different models: the 65-watt single color economy light, the 65-watt efficiency V2 tricolor dimmable light for maximum efficiency and versatility, and the 130-watt efficiency Maximus, designed to be an all-out beast of a bowfishing light. Efficiency, designed and built by bowfishermen for bowfishermen. Check them out at OutdoorInnovationsUSA.com. Are you looking to elevate your bowfishing brand with stunning design solutions? Look no further than N Designs. Their team of talented designers is dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's t-shirts, hats, leather products, eye-catching logos, to captivating boat wraps, they have you covered. Plus, with their commitment to excellence and attention to detail, you can trust that your project is in good hands. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose N Designs for extraordinary results. Visit their website today and let's bring your ideas to life. N Designs, where creativity meets excellence. And welcome back, everybody. Episode 113 of the Bowfishing Buzz, brought to you by AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing. Matt, we have a very special individual on the line with us now. Justin Cook, thank you for joining us. How are you doing on this beautiful December day?
Doing very good, very good. Thank y'all for having me on.
You bet. And thank you for joining us, because Justin has taken time out of his lunch break here to join us on the Bowfishing Buzz. So that's awesome. How's the weather? Is there bowfishing weather in Kentucky right now, Justin?
It's actually warmer today. We had a cold spurt last weekend. We were in the single digits, and now we're in the 40s and 50s. So.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
I think it's supposed to be like 68 degrees on Christmas.
Oh, my gosh. That's
moly.
insane. That's like mid-June here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to come up here to Wisconsin and have a real Christmas with snow and cold?
Yeah, negative
Come on up
weather.
and join us, buddy.
Y'all can have all that cold, man.
Yep.
All right, Justin, the reason we have you on here, because you have a big announcement, and I wanted to have you make this announcement on the Bowfishing Buzz podcast. What's happening, Justin?
Well, we are bringing back what used to be the Jared Ashmore. I'm sure a lot of people know what the Jared Ashmore was. I mean, it was a huge, one of the biggest youth tournaments in the nation. It was always held in Eddyville, right there at the Lee S. Jones Convention Center. Andy Cardwell done a phenomenal job with that tournament.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure it was 16 years running.
Wow.
He'd done this for 16 years. I talked to him, I guess it was 2 or 3 months ago, and got some information from him. His biggest turnout was 305 kids with 122 boats.
That's unreal.
Which is awesome.
For
like,
youth tournament. That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like getting the youth involved in the sport is like critical for the growth of the sport to me. Like teaching them the values, the techniques, and why we do it.
Yeah.
And just getting new kids involved. Like I know y'all have taken out several kids throughout the years, but just watching those kids shoot those fish is absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And I told Christina, I was like, if we don't win this world's bid in Virginia, I've got a job for us. She's like, what is that? And I was like, let's bring back the youth tournament.
Wow.
She was like, she said, you just let me know what you need me to do.
That's
she
really,
said, I'm 100% on board. So
that's awesome.
We took off with it. We already started getting donations and sponsors for the tournament. I'm gonna try to keep it like Andy had it.
Yep.
I mean, he established it. It was a very well run tournament. I'm gonna change a couple things just to kind of just to speed weigh in up and stuff. He always done a big 5 with a big fish and a small fish side pot. I'm gonna go with a big 3 just to kind of speed weigh in up just a little.
Sure.
And then other than that, Andy always had thousands of dollars worth of prizes. Like, it was extravagant, some of the prizes that he had.
They take a long time.
He was telling me, he was like, I had anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 worth of prizes every year. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's going to be a struggle for me to get that many donations, but I'm going to definitely try my hardest.
I know you will. Yes.
My goal is I'll do the captain's table. I'm going to have some good prizes for the captains. We'll do that. And then as far as all the kids, I would like to raise enough money to where I can buy enough shirts, hats, get arrows, slime rags, stickers, and stuff like that for every kid that comes in the door.
Wow.
And then I would love to get at least 20 or more bows to give away before the tournament starts as well. And then if I can do that, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody leaving with something to remember it by.
Right.
Now, let me just put some titles on the names that you have come up with. You said Christina. Well, Christina is Christina Hayden, who is the president of the BAA.
Yep.
All right. And you yourself, Justin, are the vice president of the BAA, the Bowfishing Association of America.
Yep.
And so you guys as a club are working together to bring this back. That's wonderful. That's awesome. And I don't know if you said the name of the youth tournament, but what's going to be the new name of the tournament, Justin?
The Bluegrass Bonanza Youth Bowfishing Tournament.
I love it. That's an awesome name. That's
a great
awesome
name.
Yep.
The Bluegrass Bonanza Youth Bowfishing Tournament.
Yep.
Yes. What are going to be the dates for this, Justin?
Saturday, June 13th. So normally the Jared Ashmore was always held on the weekend of Father's Day.
Yes.
So I called down the City Hall in Eddyville, and they was like, the convention center is booked that weekend.
Oh.
So I was like, that kind of threw a loop in it. So I was like, well, I'll just do it the weekend before. So we got it booked for the weekend before. So June 13th is the day we've got set.
You know what? I like that better. And I'm going to tell you why, Justin. I have missed my dad's Father's Day for the last, 9-10 years that I've been coming down there. I was going to call him from Kentucky and say, hey, Dad, happy Father's Day, you know. So I'll be able to spend that with him because he's up there in the 80s now. So yeah.
Yep.
So I kind of like that, Justin.
Awesome.
Yep. So June 13th. What are the hours going to be the same there, Justin? Where you have to be back at 2 a.m. for the kids to weigh in?
1 a.m. I think that's what he was doing. Was 1 a.m.
Was it 1 a.m.? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I said we'll probably take off about 7 o'clock and then get over with about weigh in at 1 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So it's going to be a big 3 now.
Same age brackets as what there was before then, Justin, as well?
Yes, that's right. It'll be 8 and under, and then it'll be 9 to 12, and then 13 to 17.
Gotcha.
Very
gotcha.
cool. Very
awesome.
cool.
That's very cool.
You know, and this is going to make a lot of people happy because there was not only kids coming from different states, but the boat captains. They looked forward to this.
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to it more than going to shooting in a tournament myself. Just coming there and seeing these kids. Justin, I love walking around and standing there watching the weigh-ins when they come through because some of them kids look they're half asleep. Some are a little bit like, grossed out a little bit, and some are just jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yep.
And they're lifting these fish out and they're putting them in those tubs that the helpers are putting them in there. And it's just wonderful to see these kids experiencing boat fishing. It's just a wonderful thing that you're bringing back, and it's awesome.
Well, and one thing too, we always say it, Matt, on the podcast too. The most important generation is the next
right,
one. And you have taken that to the next level here, Justin, in doing that. To help that sport grow. It's truly an amazing event, and who knows how many kids might experience this and turn into lifelong bullfishers.
Right.
Right.
Yep. So, what are you hearing as far as any feedback on this, Justin?
Oh, everything's been positive. Everybody's like, man, let me know what I need to do to help. It's like, I'm so glad you're doing this. I'm like, I've had so many people step up and say they want to help and volunteer, so that shouldn't be a problem there, having enough hands.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Are you going to have like the same with a bunch of helpers lifting the totes up so the kids can put their fish in there and all that stuff for the weigh-ins and everything like that too, Justin? You can have lights back there too so we can all see what's going on?
Yeah, I'll definitely get some rental lights. So we got lights back there. We'll have aquatic protein's going to come and do the fish disposal.
Awesome. Nice.
So we'll have that.
Awesome.
Another cool thing I haven't mentioned yet. So the BAA has a youth scholarship fund, and I've talked with Christina. And so normally we take like applications or whatever, and we pick a couple 17-year-old kids that bowfish and give them a $500 scholarship each year. Well, I was like, we need to give one of these scholarships away to one of these 17-year-olds at this tournament.
Oh. And
she was like, that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a drawing for the 17-year-olds. They could win a $500 scholarship from the BAA.
How cool is that?
Oh, that's awesome.
How cool is that?
Yep.
That's unreal. Justin, what if I bring my 13-year-old kid there, how much am I have to pay for him to get in this?
It's free.
I love it. There you go. That's
Perfect.
awesome. That is awesome stuff right there. How cool is that? Justin, you got anything else that you want to add about the upcoming Bluegrass Bonanza Youth Bowfishing Tournament?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right, because we know we got to let this man eat because he's on his lunch break now.
Yes, he gave us a perfect overview. He really did.
Absolutely.
In his limited time.
Yes.
I'm sure there'll be something when I get off the phone. I'll be like, I forgot.
Well, Justin, you know that you can count on AMS and Megamouth to help with donations, whatever you need. We'll be down there to film this, to possibly do a podcast while we're down there, interview some kids, interview you and Christina and everybody else that's helping down there. And, man, thank you guys so much for stepping up and bringing this wonderful youth tournament back to life. That's awesome, Justin.
Yes,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you all for all the support.
You bet. Yep, you can count on us for being down there. What's Justin having for lunch today on his lunch break?
Bologna sandwich.
Bologna sandwich. You can't beat the good old Bologna sandwich.
That's a classic right there. A classic.
Quick and easy.
Yep.
All right, Justin, what's your drink of choice for lunch break down there?
I'm going to guess White Monster or Mountain Dew is my guess.
My guess was going to be Mountain Dew, but now that you said that, I'm going to say a Mr. Pibb.
Ooh.
I'm a sweet tea guy.
Oh, we should have known. We don't even think about that up here.
Oh, man.
Y'all don't have that up your way.
No, we don't.
No, it didn't even cross my mind.
No.
All right, Justin. We'll let you get back to work here on your lunch break here to get your stomach filled up with some bologna sandwich and some sweet tea. Thank you again for joining us, and thank you for setting up this youth tournament. That's wonderful. Hats off to you guys.
Yes, thank you, Justin.
Yep, no problem. Thank y'all.
You bet. Take care, man.
See you.
Bye-bye.
So very cool of Justin to be doing that. Just all of the kids, it's so hard to be able to track that. But I'd love it if there was a survey out there that said, did you participate in the Jared Ashmore at all when you were age, what was it, 8 to 17, I believe, or something like that? Mm-hmm. And just to see how many people are still shooting fish to this day because of the exposure that they had at these youth tournaments. That would be so cool to see, because I bet you those numbers are through the roof.
Right. And, when you look back at stuff like this here, Derek, there's a few things that stick out in my mind. You've got Jason Greer, who used to do the archery camps for years in Indiana. And the kids would go out and do bow fishing at nighttime as part of they did a lot of 3D shooting, a lot of archery shooting, a lot of games. But bow fishing was one of the things that they did in that. And Jason, same thing. How many kids have got the chance to bow fish because of Jason Greer?
Right.
How many kids have got a chance to bow fish because of Andy Cardwell?
Mm-hmm.
How many people have got to bow fish because of Randy Woodward? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'm missing a lot of them. Some of the state, the local state organizations that hold youth tournaments.
Yes. Yep.
Hats off to every one of you, because that's huge. Yeah. That's huge stuff. Getting these kids. One thing that I have noticed over the years is kids are having a hard time talking.
Oh yeah, big time.
Face to face with somebody.
Always buried in a phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just as much fault as it. I do that when I get home. I'll be looking at, social media and stuff like that there. But, you notice that over the years. Look at it. Go into a restaurant sometime and watch people as they're dining out.
Yeah. It's sad. It really is sad. Yeah.
So this is wonderful that everybody like this here steps up and gets these kids out there to experience the sport of bow fishing. Hats off to all you guys, Justin and Christina, for stepping up, for bringing this, like I said, back to life again.
Yeah.
The Bluegrass Bonanza Youth Bowfishing Tournament, June 13th in Eddyville, Kentucky.
Yep, mark your calendars. We'll be there. We'll donate to it. We're going to have all kinds of prizes down there for those kids. That's very cool, and we look forward to participating down there over the next couple of years.
Absolutely. And along with that, all these boat captains that show up.
Oh, yeah, hats off to them as well.
When we used to hold our Youth Bowfishing Day here in Wisconsin, that was the hardest thing to get. We had the kids. The kids was no problem getting the kids to come.
Right.
Is to get people to come and bring their boats to help take these kids out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's where the hard part was. So hats off to all the boat captains that show up at this, because, like Justin said, that one time they had like 120 boats show up. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's wild. That's insane.
Absolutely incredible.
That's cool. That's very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Schmidty, we're not done yet.
I know. You got one more thing you want to talk about.
Done yet.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get ready for Fish That You Wish. This fish comes to us from a state that produces more maple syrup than any other state. While traveling through the state, you will see no billboards, as they have banned them since 1968 to preserve the natural beauty along scenic highways. The largest grilled cheese is made in the state, and it weighed in at a gooey 300 pounds.
What?
I'm talking the Green Mountain state of Vermont.
That's what I was going to guess. Good deal. Vermont.
This fish was shot May 7th, 2022 by Jacob Kinney with a girth of 37.25 inches and a length of 39.25 inches. This common carp tipped the scales at an impressive 63 pounds, 5.6 ounces, making it the BAA Vermont state record.
Wow. Whoa. And that's a fish you wish you shot. Holy moly.
Wow.
Matt, let me just ask you a question. If Vermont has big commons and big grilled cheese, why have we not been there?
That's a very good question.
We need to make a road trip.
Vermont carp grilled cheese, gooey grilled cheese.
Maple
300
syrup?
pounders. Oh, my God. I love maple syrup.
You do love maple syrup.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you do.
Cindy and Jeff got us presents for Christmas, and there was some of their cucks. It's a local guy here that makes maple syrup, and I already went through one container.
Oh, my gosh. Did you really?
Wow.
You just eat it by the spoon.
I could drink that stuff. Holy moly.
Oh, man. Oh, that's cool, though. Very cool.
Oh. I think we're
a little different outro.
We're going to do a little outro to a little Christmas music this time, Schmidty. It's that time of year. You've got the Christmas tree, the hats, the hats up there.
Yep.
I've got my little dingle dangler
Your
Santa Claus
hat there.
Right here.
Yep.
Bouncing away. Wow. Don't forget to head over to the AMS Facebook page right now and put down your guesses in our last hit or miss video for a chance to win. Listen to this, Schmitty.
Yeah, let's hear these prizes.
If you guess correctly, you've got a chance to win this. A Mega Mouth reel.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. A $50 gift certificate from AMS
Yes,
Bowfishing.
sir.
And this one's really cool. The third name we draw is going to win an AMS Mega Mouth banner signed by everyone here at the shop with their job description.
Yes, absolutely. We got her all signed up, ready to rock and roll. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
Hit you right in the face.
Unbelievable. Christmas is here, folks.
Oh, have a happy, amazing holiday here.
Oh, man.
Christmas, New Year's. We'll see you guys in January. Enjoy your
Yes.
time. Maybe catch some fish on the ice. I know we will.
Absolutely. And maybe, enjoy the festives of Christmas with family and friends.
Absolutely.
And don't forget
the brand new Mega Rex.
Mega Rex, baby. Get yourself one because limited quantities.
Limited
Schmitty.
quantities, 100%.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to leave this up here. This is beautiful. So from all of us here at AMS Bowfishing, Mega Mouth Bowfishing.
Our fantastic sponsors,
yes.
Efficiency Bowfishing
Yes.
Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA and N Designs Leatherwork and
Yes.
Embroidery.
Remember, while you're on the water, aim low,
Think big.